What's going on, everyone? Looks like I'm live. Can't be for sure. So how's it going? Let's start off with the dollar. So far for the week, closing on the downside or opening for the downside. I'm going to struggle to get over the resistance as it's trying to bullish retrace. We did close a hammer, not a perfect hammer, over support today on the daily chart. So down day for the dollar. Looks like it recovered pretty nicely. If it was a little bit tighter, I would say it's a nice hammer, but that's just a close over support. Still working a head and shoulders top. So far being rejected off this double top here. We had a double top here. Huge top here. Left head, right shoulder. Came down, bearish retrace into resistance. So far rejected, but consolidating nicely over support. It's got a few steps to go before it reaches the support line here. And what we're doing is working off of this whipsaw now. We have a head and shoulders bigger pattern, but that broke down and whipsawed. So now we got a whipsaw to take care of on the downside. Let's see. Looks like a big day for S&P. Nice bounce off of support. Completing that right shoulder, I got a reverse head and shoulders. Just in the nick of time off of support. Got a bullish encompassing pattern. Looks like a gap up and run. We do have a lot of resistance on the way up. But this is a reverse head and shoulders. My only concern is this reverse head and shoulders is supposed to be at bottoms, or this is at the top. So we'll see what happens if the pattern fails, or is this just a bottom for a higher scale upward path? I find that hard to believe, but everything so far in this upturn has been straight up. So I don't know what to believe until it happens. So watch for previous low breaks to break that top pattern on the downside. It's coming into resistance now. It gapped into resistance, closing on its highs. We'll see if it'll gap outside resistance tomorrow for a gap and run. Dow Jones, same thing. Held the line. Let's see if resistance see if we can get a rejection tomorrow. See what happens. And NASDAQ into resistance one more time. The VIX turned over. Bearish encompassing dark cloud cover. Crude. Looks like an inverted hammer over support. Support's got a hold there, or it's going to come back down into the next line there. And overall, I think we're still working with the bounce off of here. So let's see if this can carry, or is it going to come back into support? Looks like it's ready to come on in to support. Pretty steep line. I'm considering to say that that line is too steep and support's minimal. So look for a slice, maybe a touch and go, come down, touch, and then back into resistance. Plus, that could be a larger scheme of left shoulder head and then the right shoulder coming in. See what happens. Still above support. Support's got to hold. Looks like a reverse head and shoulders on coal as well. Back into support. Higher low, holding the line. Let's see if it'll hold. Support's got to hold. So far, a nice little bounce off of support. No reversal bar yet, though. See if we just needed a little bit more. So we'll see if that line holds or not. We've got a reverse head shoulders. Watch out as patterns do fail. Shanghai, it looks like we've got a hammer over support. Saved by the bell. Looks like a gap through support and then came back and closed right below resistance on a hammer. Nice hammer. Pretty smooth. Looks like we have a bearish retracement coming back in on this 2-bar pattern. Let's see if it'll carry into resistance. Got lots of resistance on this one. I don't think the measured move is in yet, so watch for the bearish retracement, allowing it to fall over. And same goes with this one, the Nikkei. It's in troubled waters still. Little steel, yeah, just fell over. Broke down over the 34, back into the 34 for a bearish retracement. Gave it another try and just broke down. Gold, pretty sluggish. Feels like it's going to come back in. We had a slight breakout, and then it just kind of slacked off. Look for prices to come back into support. I got previous highs at 1269, 1270, and 1260. See if the 8 will hold on 1275. Quite likely to go sideways too. Let's just consolidate, high-level consolidation, making a nice, maybe a pennant or something, maybe just a channel, high-level channel that'll break out of. Also, it did break out, so watch for the bullish retracement back into support. But high-level consolidation would be best, I think, for now. I don't want it to test those lows again in case it wants to break through. I vote for high-level consolidation from here. Silver. Still trying to get over that 1850. We had it for a little while. Let's see if we can consolidate here and make sure that support holds. 1850 one more time in the next couple days. Maybe we'll do a total about face and just do the 1-2 punch maybe. But definitely came back into support on the daily. Looks like we're opening already. Looks like we're opening down so far, 1838. Copper. Looks like copper's doing that bearish flag into resistance. Already broke down once. Now it's doing the bearish flag into resistance. So we broke down there, came back as a bearish flag into resistance. So it looks like copper is going to have some tough times ahead as the bearish consolidation retracement gets rejected. GDX looks like we're coming back in. Let's see, and let's make sure that the 8 holds on anything that comes back into price, or it comes back into the averages. Stupid cup and handles aren't breaking out like they should. Got a rejection on the breakout. Got a huge whipsaw now. Let's see where it holds. Doesn't feel good. As we already had the handle to break out, and then it had to do another handle. I'm not sure. So watch for the patterns to fail. This could just break down. We have a reverse head and shoulders here, very nice, and then a cup and handle. The reverse head and shoulders has to hold that line, and that broke down. And then we made a cup and handle, and then what happens when that fails? Two patterns fail. Could be pretty nasty on the downside, so watch out below. Got to hold support sometime. I'm still confident that it'll be bullish, but might have to go through some troubled waters before that happens, it looks like. Closing below the support line on this short support line here. Came down to the other support line and bounced. So let's see if support holds. See nuggets coming back into support on that cup and handle. And then another ugly looking day for JNUG. Let's make sure that pattern holds. Looked like we had a breakout, and then it just snookered us back into support. Trade outside the pattern. Make sure support holds on the downside. Bitcoin. Let's see, Bitcoin. Let's get over 12. Still trying to get over 12. It's at 11 days. 1160 is the support that we need to hold. It looks like it's been bouncing off that all weekend. So let's get above 12 and we'll march on, I guess. 1160's got to hold. I think I'm just going to leave it there. Let's take a look at, looks like the breakout on Ivanhoe is kind of short and sweet. Looks like you got a throwback coming in. Support on the upside. URRE still doing a support dance. And let's just look at UEC. Still dancing on support. So tough Monday, but usually on a weekly chart, Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes Tuesdays are really good, but chart has to put in their weekly lows. So let's hope it was today. I'm going to cut it short there. Hope everyone is all right today. Pretty turbulent out there. I know, volatile. But everything's still holding support, so hang in there. I'll see you guys.